A major diplomatic storm has just hit Latin America and it is shaking Washington and Bogotá alike. The US has officially imposed sanctions on Colombian President Gustavo Petro, his family members, and even his interior minister. The Trump administration, they have accused Petro of turning a blind eye to Colombia's exploding cocaine trade, which they say is fueling America's growing drug crisis. This is no small move. Sanctioning a sitting head of state is one of the most serious steps that Washington can take, something usually reserved for leaders accused of corruption or maybe human rights abuses as well. And now, Colombia, one of America's oldest allies in Latin America, finds itself at the center of an unprecedented showdown. The US Treasury, they claim that Petro's government has allowed cocaine production to rise by nearly 20% in the past year, reserving decades of joint anti-narcotics progress. In fact, intelligence reports suggest that several powerful cartels have reignited control of coca growing region, while Petro's administration has scaled back aerial programs and negotiated peace deals with armed groups instead of dismantling them. But what really set off the political firework was Mr. Trump's reaction here. US President blasted Petro in a fiery social media platform, Truth Social post, calling him an illegal drug leader and accusing him of poisoning American youth. Trump even went a step further, saying that he will cut all the aid and seal all the border to stop Colombian drug from entering the US. His comments, they have added a sharp political edge to an already explosive situation. In the meantime, President Petro, on the other hand, he isn't backing down. He's calling the sanctions false, insulting, and politically motivated. Speaking in Bogotá, he said that Colombia will not be intimidated. We will not bow to the US or to Trump's threat. Petro insists that his drug policy focuses on social reforms. That means reducing poverty, offering farmers alternative to cocoa, and ending decades of violence, not just spraying the chemicals and waging endless war. Now, to understand this, how big this is, remember that Colombia has been a key partner of the United States in the war on drugs since the early 2000s. Billions of dollars in the US aid has gone into Colombian security and anti-trafficking operations as well. Now, with sanctions in place, that cooperation could collapse, threatening everything from trade deals to military intelligence sharing. Here, experts say that this move could also push Colombia closer to other US rivals like Venezuela, China, Russia, all of whom have offered economic and political support to countries that are facing American sanctions. If that happens, Washington risks losing influence in its own backyard. In the meantime, on the ground, Colombia's cocaine production is still booming. UN data shows that the country now produces over 1,400 tons of cocaine a year. That's a lot. Now, much of it is destined for the US and European markets. Here, local farmers say that they have few options, legal crops don't pay, and the global demand for cocaine, it keeps on rising. So basically, what started as a fight over drug policy has now turned into a diplomatic crisis, a political weapon, and possibly a regional realignment. Trump is using it to hammer Petro and gain a lot of influence. In the meantime, Petro is using it to rally national pride, and Washington finds itself caught between politics and policy. In the end, what we are witnessing isn't just about drugs. It's about power, it's about pride, it's about global influence,